Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday the 17th of April. We've got some new mods, as you've seen from the thumbnail, some big boys toys and girls. I mean, go for it. They're for everybody. We've got no updates today and we've got no maps. I've caught up. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. It's Good Friday tomorrow. Yeah, not sure. We'll see. Anyway, let's get cracking. We've got the barrier pack by... I want to say it's wrong, aren't I? Is it Čmelák? Čmelák, I think it is. It is 0.51 megabytes download. 2 slots, 6, 8 and 10 meters. I've got one of each in front of us. Really nice. I mean, I need a bit of WD-40, but you know... Hey, it wouldn't be a raisable barrier if it didn't have a little bit of a squeak to it. So 6, 8 and 10 meters. Build mode, decoration and others is where you'll find them. Just there, 60, 80 and 100 to buy and place. So if you're setting up a checkpoint, border crossing, or just want to stop people getting into your farm, you're not going to stop people, it's open, but you know what I mean. The barriers, there you go. That's by Čmelák, I think that's how you say it. Next, again, I think Giants are clearing the decks on certain mods today. These are all production mods, sort of. Anyway, this is the time-saving logistics by twproductions. 4.44 megabytes download, under factories, 23 slots and 50 grand to buy. It's a big old building. Now, basically, this is a transfer building. It will take things from productions already running. If you set them onto distributing... Now, again, I'm not sure how I can't see how this overrides productions. If I've got a bakery and I'm producing flour at a grain mill, if I set the flour to distributing, it's going to distribute anywhere that requires flour. Now, this building here will take everything, every product under the sun. You can bring it here, you can drop it off, you can set it to distributing, and it will distribute. And I mean everything. But as far as the transfer silo goes, if I set my flour to distributing and I want it to go to the bakery, I can't stop it coming here, and it won't all come here and not the bakery. So, yeah, I'm never quite sure with these sort of things how that kind of works. But as I said, build mode, factories, and you'll see all the stuff that it takes is absolutely colossal. There you go, 50 grand, time-saving logistics, stores and distributes to and from productions. Now, you are going to need to put everything on distributing. If you don't put it on distributing, it will put pallets out. And as you can see, we've got ins and outs for, I mean, everything. And that will make more sense when we get around here because, yeah, I'm not kidding when I say it takes everything. Now, it does say wood. It won't give you wood pallets out. So if you put them onto storing, but if you bring wood here and put wood in, it will distribute out to other locations as well, so anywhere that requires wood. So there we go. We start alphabetically and we run through absolutely, I mean, everything. And whatever you're on, change the output mode, selling, distributing, whatever it might be. And yeah, that's all incoming. And then it will hit that line in a minute. There's a line, there'll be a line, there you go. Then outgoing. So when you've set it on, you activate it, it will then send it off elsewhere. Huge capacity on this for incoming and outgoing. So it's basically just a huge transfer station at the end of the day. No customization option, it comes as it is. So if you have a need or a want for a facility of this kind, there you have it. The time-saving logistics. Next, we've got the grain dryer production. Now, we've had this before in FS22. This does require an auger for putting in because the in part is at the very, very top there. Out is at the very bottom here, so you might need another auger or something very low that will go underneath that for taking out of this. This will do barley, corn and wheat. It will do all three, so if you put all three in, it will run all three simultaneously without loss of speed of production. So it will do all three, no problem at all. So I've got an auger there, I have put a little bit in already. This will take 150,000 litres and dry it down to 135,000 litres. So you'll lose a little bit. Not a huge amount. This also comes with a sell point, which is just here, which gives you your prices for your dry corn, your dry barley, and your dry wheat. Again, if you wish to, we come over to our production just here. It runs at a fair speed as well. So there's our grain dryer, barley, corn, and wheat. And if we go there, you'll see that the cycles per month are the same, 1,000 cycles per month. The recipes are 150 to 135. So if you put 150,000 litres in, you'll get 135,000 litres out. Nice. I've got barley in here. If I turn that on, you'll see we're on 14 litres and it will start climbing fairly rapidly. Like I say, with the cycles per month and the recipe the way it is, it goes up fairly quickly. And you can run all three at the same time, no bother at all. What I will say as well, when I was setting this up, there's no colour option. I had that nozzle, I was off ever so slightly, I mean just slightly, and it wasn't unloading into it, and I couldn't work out why. So I got into the auger and I literally moved a foot, half a foot, and then it started unloading. So it's got quite a tight trigger at the very top. So again, build mode and factories just there, 145,000 is what it will cost. We come across to our sell points and we go to there. For 502 slots, you've got your dry corn, wheat and barley sell point. And if we come out of there and we come into this menu and we go to our, where am I? Prices, which is just there, and we go to D for dry. It's not mega money. You're not going to make a fortune, but you'll make more money. It will take a while because obviously you get 145 grand for it in the first place. But your dry barley, I think it's about 200 or so more than if you've got your regular barley, corn or wheat. About 200 roughly. I mean, obviously that will fluctuate depending on where you're selling it to, and I would imagine time of year as well. So that is the grain dryer production. I can say who it's by. 7.2 megabytes download, 6 slots and 145,000 for the grain dryer, 2 slots and 500 I said for the sell point by Superfly 1842. Next we've got these. These are a pack of 4. They all do exactly the same thing, but to slightly different capacities and speeds, as you might imagine. This is the American Silos Production Pack by TK Farms, 3.85 megabytes download. These are 3s and 4s on the slots. You'll find these under productions. So if we come to here, we have got our small steel silo, our small stave silo, then we've got a large steel and a large stave. There's no colour options on these. So 75 grand, 50 grand for the 2 small ones, 125 grand and 100 grand for the larger ones. The stave silos have less capacity and less speed than the steel silos, just I think by dint of the size, but so they will all do the same thing, and I will show you very quickly just here. So we can do hay, drying down. So our recipe is grass in, hay out. Now it's a 1 and 1, so the recipe is low but the cycles per month are high. We can do pig food, which requires corn, wheat, canola and sugar beet. We've got silage from chaff, silage from grass, silage from hay, silage from straw, and then total mix ration. The total mix ration recipe on here doesn't require mineral feed, so it's just silage, hay and straw. And you'll see again, cycles per month are okay. On this one, the recipes are a little bit higher. So if I just stick on hay, just to give us an example, and we look at our recipe in cycles. So we are on the small steel silo, and that's 10,800, is it? 108,000. It's a lot of cycles per month. Sorry, my eyesight is absolutely appalling today. That's 108,000, isn't it? With a 1-to-1. If we go to small stave silo, which is that one there, and we look at the same thing, it's 96,000. Same with the recipe, but the cycles per month are a little bit less. If we then go to the large steel, we're looking at 12,000 cycles per month, still at a 1-to-1, and the large stave is 12,000 and at a 1-to-1. So I say the larger they are, the more cycles per month. The recipes do stay the same, and all 4 do the same thing. So, like I say, all those various different things can be done at these 4 productions, and once they're done, we've got an in and out. In that side, we've got the tipping point, out that side, we've got the pipe, and then you've got our managed production point on all 4 of them just there. That is the American Silos Production Pack. Around behind that, see what I mean about these? They're all fairly similar today. This is the TMR and Pigfood production. This is by BG Lahmi, 14.65 megabytes download, 15 slots, 237,000 to buy. You'll find this under build mode, and guess what? It's under factories, just there. No customization options, it comes as it is. Putting in is done here, taking out is done just over there, and then round here we've got our managed production, and we've got a huge shed space in here as well, so you get a shed with it as well. And this one just does pig food and total mix ration. But what I will say is capacity is all there to the right hand side, not too bad on the capacities. The recipes are, the cycles per month aren't great. The recipes are okay for pig food, but where it says base foods, grain, protein and root crops, you can bring any of those things. So your base food is corn or sorghum. Your grains are wheat and barley. You've then got your proteins, which is your sunflower, soybean, and canola. And then your root crops will be your root crops, potatoes, carrots, parsnips, those kind of things. So it doesn't give you specifically the things, but they are clustered into groups. And if we go to our top mix ration, straw, silage, hay, this does require mineral feed for the recipe. Again, cycles per month aren't that high, and nor's the recipe. So don't expect this to be banging along at a crazy rate, but you can make your pig food and top mix ration here at this production. So that's the TMR and pig food production. I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin. Next we have got, right, we're just going to this menu here, and we come down to weights. So just under weights here and down to the bottom, I've got one of these out actually. We've got this, the AT-HEG weight. This is 0.61 megabytes download, 1 slot, and by Assassin TV. Options on this, we've got warning strips, yes or no, and then design colour, which changes the design colour. Straightforward on that, 800 kilo weight. Just bear with me a second. The second weight is this one just here. So this is the safety weight. This is by Lemken, 321 and MAXQON. It is 2.41 megabytes download and 1 slot. You'll find it in the same location. I got this one out because of the options it had on it. I thought, well, that's kind of different. Hadn't seen it before. So you've got without rods, small rods, medium rods, or large rods. That's so you can see where the weight is on your tractor. Side markers with or without, side marker lights. Lights with or without, so it puts 4 lights on the front. And then you've got blinkers with or without. And it put 4, I thought, what? 4 blinkers either side? Surely they don't all work. So I thought, let's get one out. And we can change the main colour to anything on that palette. So, let's have a look. If I turn my lights on, it's got lights on the tractor. It's already got lights on the sides here. Those 4 lights in the front makes it pretty bright, and the side markers. And if we put our indicators on, look, that's cool. Like I say, I don't think I've ever seen one that's got 4 flashing lights on it. I know it's a small thing, it just made me smile, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to show it, why not? Next, we're going to go into the menu again, and we're going to cultivators. So, under cultivators, and just there, we've got the Lemken Achat. This is 3.59 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2.5 meters wide by Hydraulik. 100 horsepower required. We've got standard, or we've got with a roller on the back. We've got wheel brand, Continental and Lizard. Then we've got main colour, does anything on that palette there. Actually, you know what, I'll go for, let's go red. Coulter's colour does the, well, you see on the front there, look, there you go, Coulter's there. And then the roller bit on the back, so you can pick and choose. You want to go metallics and stuff, you can. And there you go, 2.5 meters wide of cultivating goodness. Now, on the back of the tractor we've got just there, we've got the John Deere 712 Mulch tiller, 8.82 megabytes download, 6 slots by Rooster mods. Now, it's interesting it says mulch tiller, because it does mulch the ground, it does till the ground. You know, everywhere has a different word for, or words for what these things do, but it's actually under plows, and it plows. So if you're looking for it under mulchers, well, I mean, if it plows and it's mulching, isn't it? I suppose at the same time you are breaking down everything in the ground. So 17 grand for the base model. Did I say it was by? Yeah, I did. Rooster mods, I just said, didn't I? So you've got warning equipment on the back. We have got a warning triangle. We've got reflectors, or reflectors and warning triangle on the back. We've got weights, none or 1,000 pounds. Metal weights on there. Then we've got a 9 shank at 3.4 meters. We've got 11 shank at 4.2, and we've got a 13 shank at 4.9 meters. So I went for the 4.9. I think, judging by the images on the website, because sometimes you get these and they'll cultivate, although it says plough, and it does say allow create fields, and sometimes it gives you a ploughed looking state. So it's, I tend to get these out. Now what this does have, you have to unfold, and it's got these clamps, bars in there that stop these from dropping down on the hydraulics when you're going along the road. A lot of vehicles and machinery and stuff, farm machinery, have them. So what we have to do is unfold the plough, and I don't know if you'll be able to see just in there, it folds those down, so that again folds those down out the way, which then allows the hydraulics to work. Lower that down, and there you go. So it's under ploughs, ploughed look, ploughed state, just like that. And we can create fields, make our own fields, extend fields, whatever we want to with that. This doesn't fold, it comes as it is. When it says fold plough, that is literally to put those bars back in place to stop hydraulics sinking. So there we go, that is the John Deere 712, was 712 wasn't it? Mulch tiller. Next, just over here, we have got Where is it? Just there. We have got the Vicon Extra Pack by Hispano. 16.14 megabytes download. Front mower 3.2 meters, 5 slots. On the back 10.2 meters and 7 slots. This does have the option on it to have swathers or not. So if you want a cheaper version, I think it's 55 grand. Or for a little bit more, you can have the swathing units. So you can do wide spreading, swathing, swath left, swath right, swath left and right, etc. I don't know why I did that, because we want mowing equipment just here. We haven't had in a long, long time triple mower setups like we used to, where the rear mower had attaches front and rear, so you could attach the whole lot together. So you could put the front mower with the rear mower, then attach the whole lot to the front of a tractor with either weights on the back or other gear. We haven't had one of those for quite a long time. But anyway, so this is the rear mower. So you've got work mode. So that's the Vario BX, which is 75 grand. That's with the swathing units. If you take that off, it brings the price down to 55. So 20 grand for the swathing units. I said a little bit. I mean, I suppose it's a fair bit. Then we've got design. So you can have it on the Vicon or Kverneland. Their main colour seems sort of glaringly obvious. Main colour and then design colour. Let's go blue. So those are our choices. And then the front mower there for 21 grand. Again, we can have it on Vicon or Kverneland. Main colour and then design colour. Like that. So, start her up. I've already unfolded the front mower. Oh, let's turn it. Front mower turned on. Come to the rear mower, unfold. Like I say, I mean, they're mowers, it's fairly straightforward, but just to show you the operation and the animation. If this was a heavier mod day, if we had 40 mods or something, I probably wouldn't be. I'd just be saying, look, it's a mower, we know what this does. But you know what? We've got a little bit of time, so let's show it. So if we switch to the rear, toggle work mode, so we've got wide spreading, swath dropping, our left and our right swaths or back off again. So we put it onto our swath dropping, turn on the rear mower as well, drop that down, front mower, drop that down. Did I put the front mower on? I did, yeah. That's weird, I missed that bit. Oh, well, that was the tractor was over that bit, and there you go. It does the thing. If we toggle work mode, well, it's kind of straightforward what it does. There you go. And there you go. And there we have it. That is the Vicon Extra Pack by Hispano. Next, the Flexicoil's making a return. The Flexicoil ST820 Multifunction by Hispano. 20.67 megabytes download, 15 slots, 24 meters. Now, it says multifunction. So, here's the thing. This you'll find at the cultivators, because that's what it is. I've gone too far. Under cultivators, and it is just there. So 197,000 for a 24 meter cultivator. 500 horsepower required. Now, the tractors I am using have got 686 horsepower, and they go up further because I've got that Magnum Pack 1. They're struggling in so much as once this touches the ground, the tractors seem to be all over the place. So I don't know if it's where the hitch is attaching is causing an issue maybe. So you've got tool type cultivator, and this is why it's multifunction, or subsoiler, and that does change our tines. So you've got the duck feet there for cultivation. It takes that off and gives us more like just straight shanks for subsoiling. So I assumed then it would do, one would cultivate and one would subsoil, plough. I've got one of each. Main colour, anything on that palette, does all of that. Design colour does the duck feet or the, let's go pink so you can see it, there we go. Or if you've got the shanks, the front of the shanks. And then rim colour does the rim colour. So what I'll show you, if we hop in here and unfold. So top left it says allow create fields, and this is the cultivator version. This is not the subsoiler version. So I still have the option to create fields. But if you do create fields, and I'll show you with the other one because I've got it over there, it gives you this look behind us, a cultivated look, although it is creating fields. So I just found that curious. If we lower our cultivator, and off we go, 24 meters, of cultivating goodness at 10 or 11 miles an hour. And so what I did find was, if you started to get a little bit of a wobble on it, especially on the turns, it wasn't liking it, so you might need to lift it for turning. And when I was driving out here, I started to unfold it as I was driving out here. Oh, absolute no-no, don't unfold it until you get to the field. So we turn the corner now. I think it's just down to the pressure on the hitch, and the tractor just seemed to go all over the place. There we go, look, now we're starting to, and every time I try, there we go, there, right, we're straight now. So yeah, turning might be a little bit tricky, but there we go. So what I will do, I'll show you. We create fields. Now if we're going to go to the right, you watch it not work now. It does give the option to create fields. Right. There you go. Well, that's on me then. So it does make a difference. It's because when I put this and I came out here, I thought I'll show you on the video. If I go L1, it says create fields or limit to fields. But I think that option is there on both regardless. So the cultivator, it would appear then, does just cultivate. Good. I'm glad I checked that. This one, as you can see, has got the shanks. This will create fields, he says. Start the engine. Allow create fields. Press triangle. Drop it down. There we go. So we are creating fields, subsoiling, with the cultivated look. I'm glad I checked that. So the option is just there regardless which one, but if you want to create fields, then you want to go for the subsoil option. So 24 metres of cultivating, subsoiling goodness. And the great thing with this being as well, we have got those 24, is it 24 and 26 metre ploughs? I think I've got them installed, which is great. And they're ploughs, but the fact is you can have this as a cultivator, take it to your workshop trigger or your toolbox, or whatever it is, and switch it between the two. So you've then got that combined cultivator and plough if you want it. Very useful indeed. The Flexicoil ST820 multifunction. Now, the Bourgault 3320 76 Paralink hoe drill and 7950 air cart by Hispano. Tiers 62.03 megabytes download. The Cedar unit is 16 slots, 23.2 meters, and the rear section is 9 slots, and this holds 34,000 liters, something like that, of seed and fertilizer combined. It is an absolute weapon. So, I mean, look at it. If we come down to our seeders, just there, did I say it was a direct drill? It is a direct drill as well, so no ploughing or cultivating is required. You can go straight after a previous crop, which is very handy. 500 horsepower required to operate said piece of machinery. Main colour changes all of that. Chassis colour changes all of that. Design colour, I think this was the springs. If I go red, on the front you might be able to see a little bit better. I think it changes spring colour, if I recall, and then rim colour option on there as well. We come out of there and we come to the air drill. I mean, the thing is with these combined, it's an expensive rig. And when you think that does 15 metres, so two of those would do 30. This does, I mean, that'd be 400 and something, but you'd have to have two tractors, whereas this one big tractor will run the whole lot. It's an expensive rig, isn't it? Anyway, that being said, so we've got wheel setup standard, rear twins all round to spread your load, weight and compaction. Main colour, anything on that pallet, does the main tank. Chassis colour does the chassis. Rim colour does the rim colour. You can't change the decal colour, that stays black like that. So, this attaches to the rear. You can see all of your hose bundles there and your hoses here. So that all hooks up into there. That then hooks onto the front of here. Some of them in the past we've had, I think you can go either way round, but I'm pretty sure it has to be that way. What I would suggest when you're filling up your air cart on the back, fill it up without the seed drill, because you've got so many things that are articulated here, especially if you're using a quad track. Articulated quad track, swivel axle on the seeder and swivel axle on the tender. So I would go and take the tender, fill it up. When you're in the field, you can open it up and fill it up from other things, as we had that little seed tender mod as well, which is pretty cool. So, we've started the engine on that. Let's back up a little bit. Let's just hook up. So, all the hoses attach. And I'll show you on the rear trailer, which we are on now. So, we can open cover. Does that. That opens all that out and opens up the cover for our seed. So, then you can tip into that, whether you're using pallets, big bags, tipping from a trailer, whatever it might be. Press it again. Open next cover. That swings it over, does your fertiliser section. And then press it again, close cover, puts the whole lot away. Very nice. Switch to our front section. We can unfold our seeder. What I will say, I know I love third person on FS25, but on previous versions, when you had things with ladders and stuff like that, you could jump up, you could jump on the ladders, climb up on top of things and stuff like that. What I'm finding with third person now, you can't get up on a lot of stuff now. Your jump height seems to be kind of fixed, and it doesn't. There's been a lot of things I've found when I've been doing mod reviews that you can't. You know, you used to be able to just climb up on the top and go for that really immersive thing of being up on the cart when you're loading and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not strictly possible. So what we're going to do is turn it on. Now listen when we drop it. Raise it. And there we go. We are switched on. We're ready to go. I've got it on P's. And off we go. 11 mile an hour. 23.2 metres seed width. With our cart. Should last a while. You can see our solid fertiliser and seed ratio there. But yeah. Turns on a dime as well. So when you get to the end of the field, you can come straight back down your row. And obviously with, you know, if you're going to be using GPS and AI and stuff like that, it will do it for you. But it's very cool. Big rigs. We like them. There you go. That is the Bourgault 3320 76 Paralink hoe drill and 7950 air cart by Hispano. Next, also by Hispano, we've got this. Now I did this to it because we've got some options on it. This is the Claas Dominator 108 by Hispano. 38.73 megabytes download. The harvester is 10 slots. The header reel is 7 slots, 5.1 meters. And then we have got a header trailer as well, which is 2 slots. And with all the various different customization options, I thought I'd have a bit of a fiddle around. I do like that metallic-y grey look with it. I think it works rather well. If you want to change it. Fairly inexpensive harvester as well. I think it's 70 or 79,000. Something like that. Well, I'm going to show you now, so it's all good. Let's come down to our harvesters, just there, and we are here. 70,000, not 79, 70,500 for a 7,500 litre harvester. That's not bad, is it, to be fair? So we've got the option of Trelleborg, Continental, Vredestein, and back again. Design 1 and 2, that puts the hazard boxes on the front and rear. I don't know if that's more US than Europe, maybe, but you can put them on if you want to. Main colour, anything on that palette at all. I'm just going to show you just for showcasing purposes. Design colour does all of that section. Chassis colour does the underside chassis. Let's go pink. Don't know why I did that. Rim colour and a license plate option on there as well. Then we come out of there and we go to our headers. So our header is, where is it? Just there. So again, main colour, design colour and chassis colour, so you can mix and match it with your harvester. There's no corn header that comes with this, it comes just with that. And then our header trailer is just there. Option on this, main colour and rim colour. So, let's hop in. Start it up. Horn, beacon, has it got a rear beacon? Beacons. Lights. It's a nice bit of kit actually. We've got adjustment of the reel up and down, in and out, like so. Actually, let's raise that reel up like that. Unfold the harvester. Pipe out. Show you pipe out. On the back of there, we have got. Let's have a look about our enabling and disabling. I want to be on the harvester. There we go. Enable straw swap. There we go. Oh, that's a cool animation. Some harvesters you press the button and nothing really happens. It's rather cool, isn't it? Pipe in. Interior. Nice made and detailed. I know I always say that, but it is, you know. It actually looks like it's got material on the inside as well, which I think is really cool. Turn it on. Lower our header. Like that. Come back outside. Onto our sorghum. I don't need the header trailer on. Let's just disconnect that. And off we go. doing the job. Nice animation with all the sort of dust and stuff coming out the top. It's a nice looking harvester. Sounds good, looks good. I do like the colour options on it as well, which is pretty cool. Nice sound effect as that wound down as well. Very cool indeed. So that's the Claas Dominator 108, which brings on to the last of the mods for today. That's 2 days. I've got it done in one. What is happening? Have giants caught up with themselves? Or are we in for some more of those horrendous, yeah, you know, the 70 mod days? I don't like those days. I get stressed. Anyway, this is the Case IH Axial-Flow 088 series by Mat26, 30.97 megabytes download and 22 slots. There's no header trailer or anything else that comes with this. It is just the harvester. I'll say it's just the harvester. It's a very nice looking bit of kit. I went for wide tyres on it, but you have got a selection of twins and different stuff on it, but I thought it looked quite cool as it was. So back to our harvesters section. I'm just looking at the ones we've got. So base game is that one, 301,000, and that's got a 10,570 litre. I've got, well, that's the AF11, 260. That's not bad. 10,000 to 10,500 litre tank. So let's click on it. So we've got the 5088, 294 horsepower, 10,500 litre tank like that. The EX version, which is still 294 with a 10,000 litre tank, so it goes down 500. We then go to the 6088, 335 horsepower, 10,500. Then the EX comes down to 10,000, same horsepower. Then the 70, 366 horsepower, again 10, 5 and 10. Then we go up to, oh, we go back again. So 366 is the highest horsepower. So you've got the option of a 10,500 or a 10,000 in each horsepower band, whichever you'd rather have. We've then got, so we've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. Now most of these are standard and twin. Or twin and standard, same thing, they're just slightly different way around. And then we've got the Mitas is on a wide, and then the BKT is a standard and a wide option, but the others are all a twin with a standard on there, so whichever you'd rather go for. No track options or anything like that. Then you've got a short pipe, so short pipe or long pipe, depending on what size header you want to run on it. So let's hop in and start it up. Horn, beacons, lights, not bad at all actually. Swing that around a little bit. Again, this sounds good, doesn't it? I like that. Got a bit of a throat to it, bit of depth, bit of bass. We need to open up the harvester first, like so. Then we'll be able to do pipe outs. Do we have an animation on the back for enable and disable straw swath? Did anything adjust there? Couldn't see anything, but it is enabling and disabling. It's saying it is. We got no option for doors, windows, or anything like that. It comes as it is. Interior. We sat back a fair way, aren't we? It's got quite a wide view on this one. Yeah, nice harvester. If you're a Case fan and you like the addition of some more harvesters to the brand, that's always a good thing. That's the Case IH Axial-Flow 088 series, and that's it for the mods for Thursday the 17th of April. Hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.